Why does this album exist? Really, why? It's not bad, but it's not good. It's just sort of there. There's a half. There's a few half-decent tracks and enjoyable ones on it, but I don't know, everything about it just seems sort of off with Weezer. Like, they're not feeling right.
So what's been happening with Rivers & Co? Well, despite releasing the most critically and commercially panned album of their career, things were good. They went on a tour with Blink-182 that went well.
That's right, Weezer were feeling good. That is until the worst month of their entire careers happened. December of 2009.
On December 6th, Weezer's tour bus crashed after sliding over some black ice, causing Forward to be injured with 3 broken ribs. That same month, while Rivers was recovering, Geffen, long-term record company for Weezer, decided to pick this time to tell them all to fuck off and drop them after Raditude was a load of crap and didn't sell well. The band resumed their touring in late January of 2010, but the question was still, what the hell do we do? We don't have a record company. The band pondered about self-releasing music, maybe doing it over the internet, signing to another label maybe. Eventually they signed to Epitaph Records, an indie label based in Los Angeles owned by the guitarist in Bad Religion.
During all this and headlining lots of festivals including the Bamboozle, Bonnaroo and Reading and Leeds, the band were making new music.
That's right. In all, this album took 11 months to make. In its entirety. That's writing, recording, mixing, and then finally releasing. Hurley came out on September 10th of 2010, that's about 8 years ago from when this video is coming out. And first thing you'll probably notice is, yes, the album cover. There's no Weezer logo or album title, just a picture of this guy. Who is this guy, I hear you asking? This is Jorge Garcia, who plays the character Hurley on the hit show Lost.
Right, okay then. Why though?
The answer is no one knows. No one has asked Rivers or any of the other band members, so I literally cannot tell you. The second thing about this album is its strange and wacky marketing. I have a feeling Weezer knew this album was not going to do well. They made this knowing this is nowhere near the best thing we've ever done. Let's shut it out and move on fast.
So Weezer done what was self-described as the YouTube invasion. Weezer went to all the popular YouTube channels of the time and gave them all the chance to work with them and promotion it for Hurley. So that led to this.
Oh my god, it's Weezer! Oh my gosh, you guys, I love your music, oh my god. It's real people, it's really Weezer, it's really the band Weezer.
That's a real thing that happened. Oh!
The third and final thing is the space of time. What do I mean by that? Well, I mean the fact that for the first time in their careers, they had released 3 albums in a row, annually. The best of these being Red because, well, they actually took time. 3 years to prepare, to be exact. There is no possible way in this day and age, or even in 2010, to make a good album that keeps the listener entertained and intrigued in just 11 months, on top of just having made 2 albums in a row.
Well, there's only one thing left to do now, and that's look at the actual album. We'll look at the first single to start with, and that's also the first track, Memories.
This song's pretty, an unremarkable opener to say the least. The instrumentation is pretty basic, and the now old news synthesizer solo is kind of boring. The whole meaning of the song is about Rivers loving the old days and wanting to go back to his youth and the early days of Weezer. The thing is, I feel like he's trying too hard to sound like the old Weezer here, like, really trying. With the screaming voice, black hole-esque synthesizer, power chords galore, it just sounds like a Weezer parody. Not even Weezer. The backing singers are a bunch of shite and can't string 2 notes together, and that's because the backing singers are the cast of Jackass. You know, the show where they kick the shit out of themselves for fun. Well, this song was featured in the film Jackass 3D, and the music video was filmed on set of that film, meaning that Rivers and Johnny Knoxville were buddies, and Rivers wanted them in on the song. Obviously, none of them could play instruments, so they all stuck headphones on and screamed into a mic for 5 minutes and called it a day. The bridge tries to be different, having Rivers do some helter-skelter-esque vocals that just come off as obnoxious, because unlike something like Paperface, the cool punk instrumentation and Matt Sharp's awesome bass work are missing. I'm not talking shit on Scott Schreiner by any means, but he hasn't exactly been allowed to strut his stuff yet, the only real opportunity being Maladroit, and that was when he was still trying to mix with the band. Also, Scott is no Matt Sharp. Not only did Matt play some damn good and iconic bass lines for Weezer, but he also had his own band that, as of 2018, has had 3 albums, 4 EPs, and 1 hit. I may or may not get around to the Rentals sometime in the far future, but if I do, I've got some good things to say.
Progressing onward, I want to talk about one of my favourites on the album, track number 7, Hang On.
This was the only other single released and it flopped big time, which is a shame because it's a heartbeat more enjoyable than Memories. That might have been due to the fact it was like a half single, like it was only released online and had a crappy video that was probably made in an hour. I really enjoy it though. River sounds like he's having a lot of fun, plus it gives off a better vibe. I can jump to this track. Oh, and the drums are fantastic. Pat's going at it despite the fact he wasn't playing drums live around this time. The only real disappointing part is being the bridge that sounds like it's gonna lead up to something big and then just drops into a quiet guitar part.
Fun fact, actor Michael Cera did backing vocals on this track. I guess he was a big fan and approached Weezer about working together, and this is what came of it. At least it sounds like Michael Cera can sing.
A guilty pleasure track is Where's My Sex. It's so heavy, it's cool how they could take what is virtually a painfully basic riff and make it sound cool. The only problem is the rest of the song. And by that I mean the lyrics. Where's my sex is actually a phrase River's daughter would say growing up as a little kid when she was trying to say, where's my socks? And socks would sound like sex.
That's kinda cute, but what if you didn't know that? Like, I bet some of you out there didn't know that and probably thought it was just a creepy song. It just kinda doesn't make sense without that information.
I love the pre-chorus, and the chorus itself is great. Around 2.5 minutes in, it changes completely. Yeah, you heard me, it does a greatest man shit on us and briefly switches to like a Green Day song. I love it, and I don't know why. Does that have any of you songs? I don't know why I like this song, but I do.
A song that a lot of people call underappreciated on this album is track number 3, Trainwrecks.
Despite another boring guitar riff, Rivers really brings this one home almost on his own. And that is where my problem with this song stands in particular. There's nothing to hold up Rivers. He's going for it all on his own. The instrumentation really does not back him up here. It sounds like, I'll tell you what it sounds like. It sounds like another All-American Rejects song, even though they didn't write on this album, so there's no excuse. And the message and story is interesting, then, you know, they try something different with this, and that's cool. I'll give them that. It's a cool and story that, like, is very personal, I guess. You know.
Brave New World is a song I see thrown around a lot as the best on the album.
I get an old Weezer vibe from this one, way more so than Memories. It comes off like a mix of Pinkerton and Green, but only the vocals from Pink and the instrumentation from Green. You know, I can hear the hash pipe, I can hear the why bother. It's cool and fun. Not the best on this album, in my opinion. The chorus kind of lacks something, I'm not sure what, but I feel like it's a little bare compared to the rest of the song.
The shortest song on this thing is entitled Runaway, track number 6.
It starts with this beautiful piano, but it sounds a bit like a Pinkerton demo or something. All of a sudden, in a flash, it's another kind of boring pop rock song. Gives me some Dave Matthews vibes. Don't know where that comes from though. Perhaps because of guitar. It's a shame there was potential for a ballad there. I want that beginning part as its own song. Damn it. Anyway, well, from what Rivers has been saying about the Black album, it sounds like we may be getting something along those lines in the near future. I don't know. We'll see.
Going back to the start to track number 2, we have Ruling Me, another one I hear thrown around as the best on the album.
There's this instant pow it has, and I love Rivers' enthusiasm. They're trying to sound so young, but you can hear the maturity. That's just the verse. The chorus is so Raditude. It instantly made me go Raditude to myself on first listen. It's a shame. Perhaps a bit more time would have done this whole album some good. And track 8, Smart Girls, is a funny little song that, I'll be honest, just sounds like a hang-on tune. The verses are done decently well, the chorus and bridges just hang on, and this is made worse by the fact it's right after Hang On in the album tracklist. But again, the same guitar riffs are making me bored. They aren't really riffs, are they? I mean, they're just rhythm guitar parts used as the lead. Boring.
And we got a really nice song next, track 4, Unspoken.
I love this song. It's the slow one. Almost purely acoustic, it's beautiful. This is the best track on the album. Sure, the riff goes on and on without changing, but the addition of the orchestra, while feeling slightly out of place, keeps the song fresh as the orchestra slowly overtakes the guitar as the main. Then it bursts into a rock song towards the end, like it goes from a somber song to an aggressive one. It's fantastic. If you're going to listen to just one track on this album, make it Unspoken. You will not regret a full listen.
Finally, the grand finale. What have Weezer cooked up this time? For the past nearly 4 or 5 albums straight, the best, or at least one of the best tracks, has always been the last one. Think about it. December, Haunt You Every Day, Angel in the One, Don't Wanna Let You Go, even Old Girlfriend to an extent. I'm prepared to be amazed, Weezer. Let's do it. This is Time Flies.
Alright, this song is crap. I'm going to cut to the chase. I don't like it. It's the most simple song on here. So uninteresting. The message is something we've already established from the first song, Memories, except this time it's less personal and way more vague. Probably some more people will relate to it, I guess. It has this crackly sound to it. This is fucking disturbing and annoying. Like it was recorded on a mobile phone camera in 2006 and used as the final audio. See, the weird thing is that the drums are really clear as well as the piano, but everything else sounds like it's underwater. Not impressed, Rivers & Co, to tell you the truth. And the fact that it ends up and there's just, 30 seconds of nothing at the end. Legitimately, you listen to the album, there's 30 seconds of nothing at the end. Like they just forgot to cut that bit out. Ridiculous and amateur.
Alright, here we go. A lackluster album that was rushed beyond belief and done on an independent label for the first time in their career, which meant the quality and production of every song in the album is crap compared to what we're used to, and all different. A smooth sounding Memories to a drowning Time Flies. It's on the verge of Raditude's level, but the enjoyable tracks, such as Hang On, Unspoken, Where's My Sex, Trainwrecks, they keep it up a bit more. A bit more tolerable than I thought it was going to be. I give Hurley 5.5 out of 10. A bit more time spent on it would have made this one great, but the rush production and shambles of a marketing campaign make this one that Weezer likes to slide under the rug out of view when they have guests around. So we've got a lot to cover next time when we look at the comeback album we all craved. Everything will be alright in the end. See you then.
That's really good, but why'd you call us in?